the top 5 hacks, for people who are millennials, who are fresh grads, who are actually thinking of mid-career switch. What are the mistakes that people should be avoiding when it comes to choosing the right career path? Have you ever wondered how you can actually choose your dream career? Well, when I was at the path to choose a career, I have so many things going on. Whether I want to choose something that I will feel accomplished, or would I want to choose something more monetary. So because I didn't come from a really well-to-do family, and like getting that kind of financial freedom was really what I long for, I tell myself that I need something that actually will compensate me in terms of monetary, meaning to say that I have to actually aim for a job that actually earns a higher income than my peers. So I started off with working in a bank. Okay, and then many of you, I would say many of my viewers out there have actually asked me, why did I choose to go into banking instead of going into real estate, which is where I am now? Like, why didn't I just start real estate immediately? Well, back then I was contemplating because I wanted to climb the corporate ladder. To me, able to dress like an OL, going to Raffles Place to work was like a little girl's dream back then. And having that kind of recognition that I can tell people that, hey, I'm a banker and I help my clients with their financial, it becomes a big motivation for me to work harder and, to be like an achiever in where I am. But after years of figuring out, okay, I realized that, well, this status-wise is not everything, because I am being poured down by a lot of other things like freedom, freedom of speech, I would say. Meaning to say that even if I think that something is right and I want to actually voice it out, I have to be careful because of the politics, right? We don't want to offend our boss, and that is part or parcel of climbing up a corporate ladder, I would say. And so there are other things like commitment. I have to really commit to working for this corporation. And even if I have something that I wish to tell my client that, look, this may not be a right choice for you, but because I'm being paid by the bank, I have no choice but to tell my client what are the good things that my bank offers and things like that. And it leads me to a struggle, thinking that, how I can benefit my clients more. And that is also why I decided I want to step up and be independent, and so that I can speak freely of what I think is correct and will help my client, instead of being so-called monetarily biased towards a certain product and things like that. And that is what makes my job right now so satisfied and so happy. I can actually do a lot of things, and my clients can also feel that I'm really genuinely helping them to achieve their real estate goals. So now many of you out there will be thinking, what has it got to do with me? Well, if you are actually individuals who already know what you want to do and have a clear path in your career, then this video is not meant for you. You can switch it off, and you can continue with other stuff that you are doing right now. But this video specifically I'm actually recording was because of a lot of inquiries I got. I would say this video is meant for fresh grads, for individuals who are thinking of mid-career switch, and also people who are not very clear about their career path, what they want to do in order to lead them to a certain goal and things like that. So the very common questions that I usually ask, people who ask me this question is like, why corporate ladder, why real estate? I will also ask them this question, like, what actually motivates you? Is it more of the money, or was it more of the status, or is it like a certain recognition that you are looking for? Well, most of the time the reply I got was, of course I want the money. But yes, there are many ways to actually earn your money. You don't really need to work in real estate in order to to actually earn lots of money, but what leads behind is actually more of your passion and motivation. Now, if you come to think of that, if you don't have any motivation, then what drives you to wake up early and go to work? You know, if there is no passion at all, then what makes you want to continue with what you are doing, right? So motivation and passion actually comes hand in hand. I would say it's a very difficult balance to strike. In fact, I took very long to actually figure out, you know, like how can I strike this balance. I would like to actually invite you to my webinar. This is actually a free webinar just to contribute back, you know, to those people that I think may need help, because, you know, I have been there, done that, and it's just a sharing session. And in this webinar, right, I would like to actually share with you the top 5 hacks, you know, for people who are millennials, who are fresh grads, who are actually thinking of mid-career switch. You know, what are the mistakes that people should be avoiding when it comes to choosing the right career path. At the end of that webinar, you will be able to identify and make use of the hacks that I'm going to share to actually help you to determine your future. If you are interested to have an unfair advantage in choosing your career path, join me in the webinar. Click on the link below. See you then.